Listen, I have a couple questions for you. How did you learn English so well? Because as Sammy said, you never left Iraq.
I am self-taught. I taught myself English.
How?
Yeah.
Where?
I learned it by myself. Like using the internet, watching movies, and I also have Americans and British friends.
And do you watch American television?
Yes, I do.
What are your favorite
I like
shows?
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What else?
Ellen's show.
Yeah? Dude, that's because
Yeah.
you're a feminist. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, so I have a quick thing. What do you think is the coolest thing about having Americans like Rafael come over to Iraq and spend time with Iraqis? Or what do the other students say? You say and the other students. What's the coolest thing about having Americans there?
Students are really curious to get to know American culture, and it's a really eye-opener experience for them to talk to an American face-to-face and to really break stereotypes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are some of the stereotypes that Iraqis have?
Like they think Americans all the time. They party all the time. They drink a lot of alcohol. And they have like dysfunctional families, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you mean just the standard, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what about sex? What do they think about Americans and sex?
Like they have sex casually, they like one night stand, they like that, stuff like that.
Wait, casually or constantly?
Constantly. They're like sex craze.
Oh, yeah. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What are just some of your hopes as a young Iraqi woman? Just your personal hopes for your future. For
my future, or the future of Iraq, or the future for everybody?
How about the future of Iraq first?
Well, I really hope in a few years, we separate religion from politics. That would change the situation in Iraq. Separating religion from politics in Iraq would change everything, I think.
Yeah. And how about for you?
For myself?
Yes. What are your dreams for you, Madame?
I would like to travel the world, learn French, adopt a puppy. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, wait, you want to adopt a puppy? Wait, we
Yes.
have a puppy here. Hang on a second. Let me show you. We have a class puppy. Hold on.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh.
Yeah. Wait, hang on. Actually, I'll show you. Let me just show you this shot here, because you can get you and the puppy at the same time. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, it's awesome.
Hey, so listen, I have another question. Could you, imagine, say, like Rafael here, or anybody else who would be interested in coming to Iraq, what's the one thing that you would want to show them more than anything?
I like taking them into tours, because every Friday we go on trips, and they would have amazing experience going to Baghdad, going to Hela, to Babylon. They would meet many people, meet many friends. They will have an amazing time, and many of my American friends always say it's an eye-opener experience for them coming to Iraq. It breaks many stereotypes. Iraqis.
And how is it for young women? If they, say young American women want to come over and spend time with you, how is that for them?
They would spend amazing time here, of course. Yeah, same as men, no different.
Yeah,
nothing.
Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's cool. It would be really nice, I'm going to say this, if you could come to Penn State and visit us.
Yes,
okay.
We will work.
Thank you.
No, we could help make that happen. That would be really cool.
Thank you.
I'd feel honored if you would come.
Thank you so much for having me.
So I was just wondering how Iraq is I don't know, getting used to democracy, I guess, because they had Saddam Hussein for a while. I don't know. So how is the culture there? getting used to it?
I think the whole democracy thing is just a facade. In reality, we don't have democracy since we have militias and Islamic parties. We don't really have democracy. So,
All right. Do you think? How do you think you could? Do you want to fix that? And like, how do you think you can? I guess.
Maybe.
I think young people are starting to realize that having Islamic parties will not help them at all, and they're changing and they are like open-minded. I think with young people, everything will change in few years, hopefully.
That's good.
Hey, what's it like being a feminist in Iraq?
Well, I am a human rights activist and I conducted many lectures about feminism, and that's how I met Sami Rassouli. I was giving a lecture about feminism, and after the lecture we talked about my lecture, and I thought he's an awesome person. He's my favorite person in Najaf. Yeah. So I talked publicly about feminism with people, and I had many debates about feminism.
How welcoming is the Iraqi culture to outsiders, like international people? Is it really easy to kind of like fit in? And how big is the cultural language breaking, kind of like breaking that barrier from like speaking English or a different language to going to Iraq? Like it's easy to communicate there?
Iraqis love to host people, and when they have a guest, they try to do everything to make him happy. So language was not a barrier for Americans when they come here. And many people speak English, so yeah.
So can you respond to that also?
Yeah, something I noticed that's not common here is whenever you meet someone new, they often go in for a hug and a kiss on the cheek. And that's, if you were to do that here, it's a little bit odd. You just walk up to some random person and just kiss them and say hi. Yeah. I got to spend about an hour and a half with this family outside of the classroom in a trip. I forgot where we went to, but we were at a mall at the time, and they thought I was Christian. And I had said probably 4 words to them, and they invited me over to go have a meal with them. And so I went over with them. I had my meal, and they gave me a gift. They gifted me a keychain with a cross on it. And they said that, you know, there's nothing really different about both of us, right? They weren't Christian, I was, and they're very welcoming. They're very welcoming.
Wait, hang on. So let me get this straight. So they invite you over to their house.
No, it was at the mall.
Or they're at the mall.
Yep.
And you're sitting down. They're just assuming you're a Christian. They go and they buy a gift for you and give it, and it's a cross.
Yep.
Assuming you're, exactly, man. See, this is the thing. This is what this class is about. It's just seeing the world in such different ways. And we would do that the same thing with Muslims, right? Like it doesn't.
Well, you showed them the third important holy shrine, Al-Aqsa Mosque. Actually, you know, and many of you and your parents, Americans, Westerns, they head to the Holy Land. And Holy Land is known all that area, the Middle East. It's Holy Land not because about that shrine, believe me. That shrine is symbolic for the people. The people are holy because there are Christian, Sabian, Jews, Muslims, and others. They live together and they respect each other. So that's the holiness of the relationships. And the class today is about race
and culture.
And how a relationship.
And, I wanted you to speak to this. So yesterday, on Tuesday in class, I said, if it's on the news, it's rare. Anything that makes the headlines on the news, it's rare.
Of course. Because our forces, the American forces, now I'm talking as an American, our forces are across the globe, more than 800 military bases. Why? This is not about democracy, who said here, to democratize the rest of the world. It's to control. It's about what's the against democracy?
Yeah.
Imperialism. It's about imperialism, to go there and control. So when you go to Afghanistan or Iraq or Libya, you have first to demonize the people. Give them all kind of names, label them. Then you send your young people, men and women in uniform, to be able to kill them because they are already demonized. And wars about not to be victorious. It's about an endless pain
Yeah.
and destruction. And this goes on and on and on. When Trump tried to meet Taliban, I think that was the right thing to do, to meet them. But Reagan met the Taliban in the 80s, always, and Ford went to, not Ford, but the
Rumsfeld.
no, the Gates, Watergate.
Oh, yeah. No, Nixon.
Nixon went to China.
Yeah.
Went to China and built things, relationship, human relationship.
And the bottom line is, if you don't connect with human beings, you don't know human beings.
Right.